we've arrived at the tip-off here for the boys' championship game, and jumping it up for Clearwater will be Davon Slack. He's all of 6 foot. He'll go against 6'7" Seth Cook, and as you might imagine, Cook wins the tap. It'll be Davon Slack, Austin Ayers, Ethan Roach, Dominic Smith, and Matt D'Amico. The starters for Clearwater for St. Pius, Garrett McDowell, Seth Cook, Isaiah Hennessy, Jordan Tucker, and Kelly Wilson. The tap won by St. Pius. Head on, here's Hennessy for 3. Knocks it off the back of the iron, wouldn't go. A rebound tapped around. Wilson plays it off the window. That shot won't fall. Second offensive rebound, kick it back out to Wilson, and he'll light up the 3. Kelly Wilson pumps home the 3, his 49th three-point make of the year. He's a 45% marksman outside of that arc. 3-0 lead, and there's a 3 by D'Amico. Dueling threes. How about that to start the game?
Well, they're coming out firing tonight.
D'Amico pumps one through, and then Clearwater gets in the passing lane, taps that one out of bounds. Well, you heard Luke and I talk about this a little bit earlier. Garrett McDowell, 18.5 points a game, and Ethan Roach, 19.5 points a game, the respective leading scores for their teams. Hennessy has it on the left wing, top of the circle. There's Tucker, back cut now to McDowell. McDowell takes it along that right baseline, double clutches, fires it up, and creates a little contact, so he'll be heading to the free throw line. 2 shots upcoming for McDowell. He leads them in percentage. He leads them in free throws made. He leads them in free throws attempted. He leads them in scoring. Dominic Smith with his first personal, and McDowell, a 79% free throw shooter on the year. There's the first, and it hits none of them in nylon. McDowell scored 21 in the semifinal win. And that was over West County, 53-46. Second free throw will not fall for McDowell. Rebound taken down by Clearwater. Clearwater essentially plays 5 guards out there, but they have some big, strong guys that they can bring in off the bench, and that gives them the ability to play fast and small, and also gives them the ability to pound a little bit when they shift the lineup. But they start with the 5 guards and makes them kind of a sleek bunch. Now here's a drive by Smith. Smith bounces it to the left baseline to Ayers. Now Davon Slack with a great pass underneath. That's to Smith. Pump fake, pump fake, pump fake. Couldn't do it. And the shot blocked out of the air by Cook. When you're 6'7", you don't have to jump on the first pump fake.
No, you sure don't.
And that one blocked out of there. So a 4-3 score. It's St. Pius leading it by just a point. Wilson squares for 3. Misses this one, and Slack rises high for the rebound. Davon Slack, a great slasher on this ball club. Glides down the floor. Roach to the left wing. His three-pointer a little bit strong. I think he's got the juices flowing. 4-3. It's a 1-point lead for St. Pius the 10. St. Pius 16-9 on the air. Clearwater 23-3. Cook, the big man, gets it down underneath. He pumps it off the window for 2. He, with that shot, equaled his entire offensive output from the semifinals. That was against West County. Stephen Barnett, such a great big player, 6'6" for West County. He's a battle for any big guy. And now here's a beautiful backhanded bounce pass. Austin Ayers scores it, but Matt D'Amico saw him coming and set him up.
He sure did. And we talked about in that previous game that Saxony Lutheran girls team could pass the ball so well, and that was a great pass right there.
That sure was. The whistle going against St. Pius's Isaiah Hennessy at the free throw line. It's Ayers, 62% shooter from the free throw line. Rattles this one home. He's got 3, and it's a 6-6 ball game. Looking for a good competitive contest. Have a little fun in this championship game here. St. Pius has it in the backcourt, breaks the timeline to McDowell. McDowell drives to the free throw line, now shifts into second, takes it down the right side of the lane. A foul on the floor this time. And McDowell, you have your shooters, Luke, and then you have your scorers. I put McDowell in the scorer class, a guy that not is just a jump shooter, but he can slash, he can drive, he can get to the free throw line. He'll find ways.
Make things happen out on the court.
And now Wilson gets the inbounds pass, the wide open 3, and he busts it through. Kelly Wilson, bang, bang. He's got 2 threes, 6 points for him, and a 9-6 lead for St. Pius. And now a quick turnover by Clearwater. Wilson was completely uncovered on that inbound play, just hanging out in that left corner. That was an easy pass and pump for the 3. In the backcourt, Tucker receives the inbounds, plays it over to the right wing. That's to Wilson. Now Hennessy, head of the circle. Hennessy over to the left wing. Ball in the hands of Tucker. Tucker pops out of the top of the key to McDowell. McDowell drives in, double clutches, 3 in the lane. Cook was camped out. 9-6. 3-point advantage for the Lancers. They'll run the full court press here. Clearwater, such a difficult team to press. D'Amico going to bring it across that timeline. D'Amico, bullet pass. And that's to Slack. Slack now over to the left wing. Roach. Roach to a curling Ayers. Ayers at the free throw line. Works it back out to Slack. Slack looking for the drive. Little fade from 10. Knocked it off the side of the iron. Cook grabs a hold of the rebound. Bounces to Hennessy. Hennessy, the jet quick point guard, just a sophomore at 5'11", averages 12 points a game, but just an assist and a half. Ayers steals it, slacks up the floor. Slack with a left side layup, count that shot. And Clearwater, a little bit like Saxony, as you mentioned, Luke, they always know where their teammates are. And now a 9-8 lead for Clearwater. That's a right side pass to Wilson. Wilson launches another three. This time he misses it, and Ayers has it out on the run. Roach to his left. Ayers, little crossover move, left to the right, to the left, to the right, and whips it in on the finger roll. And he's headed to the free throw line as Wilson fouled him in the act.
Well, that was a nice move there, and he played the defender perfectly. Like you said, in and out, and careful not to get the charge there, and drew the contact though, and a continuation.
Did you notice what Roach did? They had a 2-on-1, but instead of going to the basket, Roach flared out for the three. He wanted the transition three that time. He wasn't interested in the layup, but Ayers took it strong to the rack. Good play by him. The free throw though rattles in and out for Austin. That was the first foul on Wilson, by the way. A 10-9 lead for Clearwater. Here's another open look from three, this time by Tucker, and Slack jumps up for the rebound. Davon Slack, kind of like his name. D-A-Y space, capital V-O-N. Ayers head of the circle to Smith. Smith to Slack, top of the key. Now to Roach. Roach lobs it underneath. Pass intended for Ayers. And there's the diminutive Tryson Thornton. I think he may be generously listed at 5'6", a freshman. Averages 3 points a game. Imagine that backcourt next year, though. Hennessy, just the sophomore. Thornton right now, the freshman. They're going to be handing out headaches for a few years. Roach lobs it into Smith, top of the key to D'Amico on the left wing. Jabs it in, drives it in, back to Roach, left wing. Roach spins a 360 on the pivot. Bluffs a pass, now plays to Slack. Slack to Ayers. Ayers back to Slack at the free throw line. Curls it back outside to Roach from 22 feet and knocked it off the side of the iron. Couldn't hit it. And then a little nudge by Slack, but it was enough to send Tucker out of bounds. So that'll be the first personal on Davon. 10-9, Clearwater by a point. 3:39 remaining in this first quarter. St. Pius looking at that full court pressure here. Up the floor, Wilson, a transition three. Missed it. McDowell high for the rebound, but Slack somehow worms it away from him. Davon in the backcourt. Picks up a screen by D'Amico. He's slammed into, no call. Down to the right corner, Ayers, give and go. Slack with the attack and banks it in. 4 points for Davon Slack. This might be one of the games, a free-flowing open floor game that really, really lends to his abilities. Down to the left corner. It's, I think, Montana Kempker is in for the first time. Yep, that's Kempker. Now they work it back to the top of the circle to Tucker. Tucker directing a little traffic right here, holds it on his left hip. Slack taking a look at him, and now down underneath, there's McDowell. McDowell, such a good driver slasher, but that was a flat power move from the right low block.
It wasn't a great pass there from his point guard. That was Tucker.
Thornton Tucker has the ability to get in the seam. And now here's a three, and it's a covered up three, but D'Amico says, give me the ball, baby. And he pumps it through. 2 threes for D'Amico. He's got 6. It's a 4-point advantage for Clearwater. 15-11. St. Pius's offense doesn't look bad, but it's getting to the shooters from Clearwater that could prove to be a problem as Kempker goes to the left hand and pumps it through for 2 from the right baseline. A 12-footer. I don't know why, but I always like those baseline shooters. They just look good for some reason. Then 15-13, a 2-point advantage. Back cut. There's Roach. Score it, and Smith hit him with the pass. That's the second time we've seen a pretty back cut by this Clearwater ball club. And Roach has his first score. Averages 19.5 a game. A 4-point lead here for Clearwater. 17-13. $1:45 remaining in the first quarter. A lob down to the right corner. Wilson. Quite a few open threes, and Wilson does it again. Bang, bang, bang for Kelly. He's got 9. Averages 11 on the year. He's tracking that down here early. 17-16 now. A 1-point advantage for Clearwater.
He's got a nice touch, and he's shown already he's not afraid to pull the trigger.
A 45% shooter out there. He can fill it up. And now a drive by Roach. Misses the runner. Rebound ripped out of there by Kempker. Kempker hands it off to Tucker. 2-handed chest pass up the floor. McDowell pulls up. 8-footer wouldn't fall for him. Battle for the board. Smith had it cleared for a moment. Then it hits the deck. There's a tie-up now. And Smith wrapped underneath here with McDowell. Alternate possession looks like it'll go Clearwater's way. It's a fun, free-flowing, fast-moving game.
Very fast-paced game. And, a lot of times in high school basketball, Chad, you see guys, on offense, whenever they don't have the ball, they're not moving. But not the case here tonight. Both teams, I think, all these guys, they're making good cuts and stuff. It's been some exciting basketball.
You know, my conversation with Lewis Bell, he said it isn't always based on a play or a set or an X and O. He says these guys have enough experience and they've played together long enough. Get to the open space, read each other, and I think the Clearwater does do that very well. Head of the circle, this is Roach now. Quick trigger on the three, left that one short. Ethan will get his points, but he's 0 for 3 from outside of the arc so far. Now Ayers with a beautiful pump fake, but couldn't hit the shot. Slack on the backside, grabs the board. He can't finish, but he's fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line. Whistle going against Hennessy. That's his second personal. Hennessy's got 2 personals with 47 seconds left in the first quarter. He's a good point guard for this team. Now, Thornton is 2. Hennessy's more of a scoring point guard. Thornton a little bit more of the distributor at this point. Slack now for the free throw. And he cuts the cords for point number 5. Davon averaging 13 on the year. Didn't score in the first half in the semifinal, but he pumped in 10 in the second half. Davon back to the stripe. Puts it in that left hand. And this time knocked it just a little bit long. Rebound ripped down by Cook, the 6'7" center. 42 seconds left, first quarter, 18-16, but McDowell going to try to change that with a three-pointer. Couldn't do it. 2-point lead for Clearwater, rebound Ayers. The Tigers are on the attack with a half a minute to go, and now Slack slashes through by 1, 2, 3 defenders and curls it in with the left hand. Davon's got 7. Seems like the type of game he could thrive in. 24 seconds left first half, and spinning around is Kempfer. Got the pass on the left side of the bucket, curled around for the reverse layup, and chops the margin to 2, 20-18. Clearwater leads by a pair. 12 seconds left. Ayers looks for the drive, stops. 9, 8. Ayers at the head of the circle. 7, 6. Ayers got around the defender, but then fouled by Kempfer. Looks like a district title game, huh?
It sure does. Well, you said 6'7", Seth Cook. I know, St. Pius would like to get him a little bit more involved.
3 seconds now as Ayers drives through to Slack underneath. What a pass by Ayers. Ayers rolled around for the left side. The cross key look through 3 defenders. And Davon Slack's got 9. A 4-point lead for Clearwater as we go to the second quarter. 22-8. Tigers lead the Lancers. Tell you more in a minute on J98.
The Medical Center Pharmacy in Piedmont has been family-owned and operated for 3 decades. The Medical Center Pharmacy offers delivery in the area, prompt and free of cost. When you need a pharmacy that cares how you are treated and knows your individual needs are number one, you need Medical Center Pharmacy, where they're big enough to serve your needs and small enough to still call you by name. That's Medical Center Pharmacy in Piedmont, serving all your pharmaceutical needs.
Get to Midwest Sports Center in Farmington and take advantage of 0% financing during their Shift in the Spring sales event going on now. Get 0% financing for 5 years on all Suzuki models.
Plus, get up to $500 off select model.
You can also get 0% financing on Kawasaki and 0% on select Toro mowers. Get your Toro mower ready for spring with their Toro Spring Service Special for just $50. $50. Midwest Sports Center, the ultimate outdoor toy store, has it.
Clearwater by 4 after the first quarter. Davon Slack with a great first frame. He had 9, and this open floor type game really suits his abilities. Great athlete, great slasher, gets to the rim. So 22-18, Clearwater by 4. St. Pius has the basketball. McDowell slashing along that left baseline. Tremendous move. Ducked in underneath the backboard, then jumped back out to create the angle and banks it in. 2-point game. Slack on the attack once again. Traveled with it that time. Ball got dislodged when he got it back. He shuffled the feet. There's Coach Sam Sides in the sweater vest across the way. We'll see if he'll join us at the half. See if he'll stay long enough for that to give us a post-game interview coming up at the half. 22-20 is the score right here. And a 2-point advantage for Clearwater. So Clearwater basketball. Top of the key. This is Tucker. Tucker over to the left wing. McDowell tries the 3. Misses the shot. Backside rebound. Fought for it. And Roach out-fought Tucker for it, or Cook for it, I beg your pardon. Slack now. 1-on-3. And he forced that one just a little bit. Couldn't hit it. So 22-20. And St. Pius tries to tie or maybe take the lead on this possession. Skip pass to the third row. Turnover St. Pius. 22-20. Clearwater with the basketball. They've got a 2-point advantage. It's a fun one so far. And the winner advances to Dexter coming up on Wednesday. We'll tell you who's playing in Class 3 District 1, who the potential opponent will be. Slack has it right baseline to D'Amico, head of the circle. Smith over to the left wing. Roach, he had his mind made up. That was going in the air as soon as he got it. Shot it over McDowell. That one went off the lip of the iron, and Ethan 0 for 4 from outside of the arc so far, but you figure he'll get it going. He's a 41% shooter from outside of that arc on the air. Entry pass to Cook went right through his hands. Now a lob up the floor. This is Slack. Slack's going to spin a 360, and Kempker took it right away. No, beg your pardon, wasn't Kempker. It was Tucker. Tucker took it away from him. Gets it into the forecourt now, and he'll start it in the half court. On that left wing, that's Tucker. Spin it over to the right corner. There's Kempker. Goes underneath the Cook. Power move as he got right to the rim and pumped it in. Seth Cook's got 4. Averages 6.7 on the year. And deuces on the board. We're tied at 22. 1 minute gone. Second for 2 minutes gone in the second frame. Slack uncovered on the 3. That's not his game. And now there's a drive by D'Amico. He pushes it over to Smith, but this one's stolen away by Cook. Floats it up the floor. Ayer jump out to pass it. Dives out of bounds. Saves it back in. Kempker's got it back. Now Kempker has the ball batted away, and D'Amico fouled him. Matt D'Amico has his second personal. Seems like Clearwater are thriving kind of in this open floor game, but they've got the pounders, and Chris Fox, Hayden Clark can come in and muscle up against some of those bigger bodies. Cook checks out. Well, he did check out. Problem for St. Pius is nobody checked in for him. Now someone does. It'll be Javon White, a 6-foot freshman. Welcome, Javon. Hayden Clark checks in for Clearwater as well. He scored 8 big points in that semifinal win. And now there's a 3-pointer, not 2-pointer, a long 2-pointer. Javon White wasn't bashful, was he?
He was ready to run.
Baby's going in the air now. And he puts his team on top. 24-22. Said, I don't know how many minutes I'm getting. I'm getting a shot in the air, and it fell through. 24-22. Over to D'Amico in the right corner. D'Amico looks for a drive. Nothing there. Bouncer to Clark, and that one tapped away from behind by Tucker. Cook quickly back in, and Javon's coming right out. Coach, what did I do wrong?
I'll tell you what, you got 100% from the field right now.
24-22. A lob to the middle of the floor. Ayers grabbed it in midair and then shot it in before he came back down to earth. 7 points for Austin Ayers. Great hoop that time. Great inbound play. Now McDowell attacks as he glides along that right baseline. Whistled for the foul. And he disagrees with the right honorable gentleman in the striped shirt. 24-24, 5:09. Remaining in this second quarter. Terrific championship game right here on J98 from West County. Thanks so much for joining us, not only on the air, but online. And J98 Web TV, Jack Sadler getting our video on the air and on the web for us today. Clark goes for a power move, left low block, couldn't find the angle, missed the shot, rebound St. Pius. They're headed the other way. Davon Slack now slaps at the basketball on the pass, but Tucker outraces him to grab a hold of the loose ball. Wilson now has an open 3 in the scramble, and he did it again. Kelly Wilson rips it through. He's got 12, and he puts his team on top by 3. 27-24, St. Pius leading now. And Kelly Wilson, I think you can say the difference right now. 4 triples for him.
I definitely kept St. Pius in this game, and they are not covering him there on that baseline 3-pointer.
Slack pump fake on the 3. That's not his game. He flips to Ayers. Ayers steps through a defender. He jumps it up, but can't jump it in. But he's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. You know, Slack really making things happen. He's got the 9 points, but we've seen, like on that play, and I think a few other times, Luke, his ability to penetrate and get to the rim is drawing defenders and then creating some shots for his teammates as well. At the free throw line, this is Ayers. He can make it a 1-point game if he hits them both, and he hit the first. 8 points for Austin Ayers. 27-25. St. Pius attempt the Lancers by 2 points now. 4:15 remaining in this second quarter. Ayers back at the line. He tickles the twine, and he's got 9. 1-point game. 27-26. 4:12 remaining in the first half of play. Lob it over the far sideline. That's to Wilson. And now they're looking underneath to Cook. Cook hits the knees and does a nice job of saving the possession. Now McDowell has the triple, and Garrett McDowell lights one up from the right side. St. Pius shooting threes in this first half, and those have propelled them to a 4-point lead, 30-26. And now here's a hold against the Lancers. This one going against McDowell, his first. McDowell has a triple, 4 of them for Wilson, so 5 threes for St. Pius. A full half of their points coming off the three-point shots. D'Amico has it near half court. Whips a pass to Slack. Slack has it on the left wing to Ayers over to the right wing. Ayers looks for the drive, stops at the free throw line, works to back out front. Now bouncer underneath for Clark. Clark's turnaround jumper in and out. Ayers attacks. What a play by Ayers! He came from 20 feet out and then dove inside, jumped over a man, grabbed it, muscled it in, and headed to the free throw line.
I'll tell you what, Clearwater right now is playing so physical underneath the basket, and you got the sharp shooting of St. Pius right now, keeping him in this game, got him the lead right now, but Clearwater's battling under the bucket.
Ayers misses the free throw, but wow, what a tremendous effort by him to get that rebound and stick back. And now D'Amico rips off a pass intended for Wilson up the floor. That's one way to stop him from shooting the three. Don't let him mount the ball. 30-28, a 2-point advantage. Still for the Lancers. Tigers with the basketball, though. They can take the lead right here. Here's Roach with the basketball. Ethan averages 19.5. He has only 2, though, in this one. And McDowell closes out on him. What defense by McDowell. He's just stuck right with Roach. And with the bounce pass game, he was right there to slap it out of bounds. 30-28, a 2-point advantage for St. Pius. Terrific championship game here. Clearwater, the top seed. St. Pius, the 3 seed. They knocked off the 2 seed West County. Ayers backing in. He's down in the lane. Now bounces it to Slack. Slack, a stop-and-go drive. Got by one man. Wrapped it off the window. Shot wouldn't fall. And now a foul on the rebound. This is going against St. Pius.
Well, once again, you got Ayers down there battling underneath the bucket, and was able to draw the foul. Well, that was Slack that drew the foul, but Ayers was right there in the thick of it, too.
You could surround it, Slack in a phone booth, and he'd fight his way out, I think.
Tell you what, he's quick.
He can get through some traffic, can he? 30-28. A 2-point advantage for St. Pius. Stavon Slack at the free throw line. He's got a chance to tie this game up. 101 upcoming. Here's the first. Missed it. McDowell grabs the rebound. Slack 1 for 3 from the line. Quickly up the floor. There's Javon White again. Good for him. Plays it over to McDowell. McDowell's on the right wing. He'll bark out a few signals. Now they start to play. Over to the left wing, Wilson. They know where he is now. They better. He's got 4 threes. McDowell now on the right wing. McDowell watched by Roach. Head of the circle. There's White. White turned loose of a triple. Where's this guy been? Javon White's got 5. A long 2 and a triple. And the lead now 5 for St. Pius. 33-28. Ayers with the up and under. The shot won't count because the foul came on the floor, but man, Ayers has shown us all the tricks tonight. He finished that play after getting fouled and scored it. It won't count. But the foul goes against Javon White, and Ayers now at the free throw line. I mean, he's putting together some stuff. Some crossovers, some bluffs on a jab step, reverse pivot, the whole thing going for Ayers. Not the whole thing that time, though. He misses the free throw. Ayers now 3 for 6 from the foul line. 33-28, 5-point advantage for St. Pius. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Remaining in this first half. Wilson now on the left wing. D'Amico's watching him very closely there. Thornton now pitches it over to the right wing. McDowell enters it to Cook. He's jabbed from behind by Smith. Interesting matchup there. You've got the long and reasonably slender Cook at 6'7". D'Amico, the man guarding him. Or, I beg your pardon, Smith, the man guarding him. Smith is 6 foot, but he's got to be at least 215.
Oh, boy, he's built like a linebacker.
He is. Hey, you put him almost anywhere on the football field. He looked pretty good, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
And now a drive by Javon White. Picked up the pivot foot. This guy knows where the basket is, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he's not shy of it.
A 6-foot freshman. He didn't even play the other night. 33-28, a 5-point lead for St. Pius. And it's Clearwater basketball. Slack showing us his handles. Looks for the bouncer to Smith. This one kicked right back to him. So it'll be Tiger basketball left of the lane along that baseline. The Mineral Area Cardinals, by the way, up at the half, 46-41 against Southeastern Iowa. And a high-scoring affair there. A lob to Ayers once again. He did it again. This time they lobbed it to him about 9 feet away from the bucket, caught it in midair and threw it through. Austin Ayers has 13. This kid came to play tonight.
Sure, he's got a nice vertical and some hang time, too, to catch that ball and put her back up like that.
6'2" junior, averaging 13 a game on the year. He's got 13 in the first half tonight. 33-30, a three-point advantage for St. Pius. And there's a little bit of hang time by McDowell. He floats and fires. Couldn't hit it, but the rebound on the stick back by the 6'7" Seth Cook.
Seth Cook contributed a little bit more tonight, and I think St. Pius is going to definitely need it.
Yeah, much more. Didn't have the big body Barnett on him tonight to bang him around. Runner missed by Ayers this time. Rebound taken by McDowell. He glides up the floor. Pitches to Cook, top of the key. Back to McDowell. McDowell between the circles, watched by Roach. Under a minute to go. First half, 35-30 the score. A 5-point advantage. Cook from 18 feet missed it off to the left. Slack has the rebound. Davon gliding up the floor. Slack now shifts into second gear. Tucked it like a running back. What's the call? Travel. I think that's a good one.
Slack quick, and he can get through the lane, but at that time, it looked like he was running through an offensive line. He kind of had that ball tucked up underneath his shoulder there.
Well, we talk about Smith as a linebacker. How about Davon as a running back or your Wildcat quarterback? He'd be all right, too.
They could probably put a pretty good football team together down there in Clearwater.
I think they could. Thornton curls it over to the left wing. Hands it off to White. Now to Wilson on the right wing. They lost him for a moment. He thought about launching up another triple. Now it's McDowell with 27 seconds left to the left wing. That's over to White once again. Cook outside of the arc, straight on to McDowell on the right wing, 20 seconds left. Wilson, 22 feet out. He's straight away, 16-15. Hands it off to McDowell. 14-13. McDowell's their guy when the shot clock, or when the game clock, rather, gets low. And now McDowell going to put it on the floor. Drives it, stops it, pulls up, fires, rims it in and out. Tap try won't go. 3 seconds left. Smith to Cook. And now they hand it off, and Slack tries to throw it three-quarter length to the floor. As the clock expires, can't do it. And at the half, it's St. Pius 35 and Clearwater 30. A good first half of play, a fun one, and more to come in the second half. We're just about ready for the second half of play, and it'll be St. Pius basketball. No, it'll be Clearwater basketball. Beg your pardon. They'll move it left to right as Luke and I look at and describe the action to you here in this second half. 35-30. Roach goes in the backcourt to grab a hold. All right, so we're underway. Left wing to Slack, 35-30. St. Pius leads it by 5 points. Slack top of the arc. He tries to play a pass over to the right side. D'Amico just fumbled with it, though, and lost it out of bounds. Aaron Portell's defense out of his St. Pius Lancers was incredible the other night, just last night against West County, holding the Bulldogs to 2 first quarter points. It was just a stifling, smothering man-to-man defense. They didn't fare quite as well against Clearwater the other night, but defense good enough to keep them on top. And now here's Wilson again, and he misses the three-pointer this time. Slack rises high for the rebound. Davon averages 6 of those a game. He's got that right now, 6 for the game. 35-30 is our score. A 5-point advantage. Turnover on the first possession for Clearwater. This is their second chance. And now here's Ayers. Looks for the slash. Now to Slack, right baseline. And Slack tosses one through from 12 feet. That's a nice spot-up jumper by the slasher.
Well, spot-up baseline shot there. And you talked about how you like those baseline shooters. That looked pretty.
That did. 35-32. It's a 3-point game, a 1-possession contest. Hennessy drives inside, puts his chest up against Ayers. And Ayers was moving the feet, so gets called for the foul. Austin, his first personal. Wasn't really bad defense. You've got to credit Hennessy. That's a nice offensive move to create a little contact. Second foul against Ayers, beg your pardon. So Hennessy to the free throw line where he shoots 62%, misses the first. Second one yet to come. Isaiah averaging nearly 12 points a game, but he didn't have any so far. Looking for his first score right here. Now he has been in foul trouble. He misses that one too. Smith gathers in the rebound. So Hennessy missed them both. And Smith grabs a hold of the rebound. A chance now for Clearwater to pull to within 1 or maybe tie here. It's Ayers at the head of the circle. Now here's a guy that really has come a long way from his sophomore to his junior year, and even during his junior season, he's seen so much improvement. Slack now slashing in. He tries to pitch it over there to the left corner, and if Ayers had been there, he'd have been available for a spot up, but he was kind of in transition getting there, and Slack threw it all the way to the corner. 35-32. 3-point lead for St. Pius with the basketball. Jordan Tucker, 6'1" guard, hands it off to Garrett McDowell, 6'2" guard. McDowell ducks inside of that left elbow. Ooh, rattled it in and out. That thing was halfway down.
It was a nice-looking move, too. Just couldn't get it to fall.
He's so good at getting an opportunity to get a shot off the way he can contort his body. Out of the left corner, that's Smith. Smith guarded by Cook, drives past him, and it's hard for a 6'7" guy to keep his feet in front. And that's the second personal on Big Seth. Ethan Roach, 19.5 per game, 25 in the semifinal, only 2 tonight. And his shot opportunities limited, but he's missed 4 3-pointers too. Quick inbounds pass, that's to Smith. Great job by Smith, just having patience. He didn't even throw a pump fake up. Just 2 guys just jumped by him, and he just waited and then banked it in.
It was a nice look by Roach there to find him.
On the inbound. 35-34, a 1-point advantage for St. Pius. And as Smith dives after the basketball, he's whistled for the foul. He's barking at the official. Probably better just turn around. Dominic has his second personal. He does have a splendid mohawk haircut, though.
He sure does.
35-34. St. Pius by 1 with the ball. 5:50 remaining in the third. That's Wilson in the left corner. He pumped in 4 3-pointers in the first half. Now over to the right wing. Ball in the hands of Tucker. Down to the right corner. McDowell tries the triple. Backside rebound. That's to Slack. Slack motoring his way up the floor. Shifts into second. Drives down to the baseline. Reverses field to Ayers. Ayers on the right wing. Now Slack driving the baseline. Turned away once again. Up to the top of the circle. That's over to D'Amico. Driving is Roach now. And Roach foul. Roach fouled by McDowell. Second personal on Garrett. Both of these offenses put so much pressure on defenses. Do a nice job of finding the seams or the gaps or the openings or whatever. Roach tosses this one all the way into the backcourt. Looked like he intended to throw it to Cook because Cook was in position to grab a hold. Now Smith just wrapped him up, and I like what Smith did there. He made sure Cook wasn't going to get the layup. Made absolutely sure. But right afterward, pats him, says no harm, didn't mean to hurt you or anything. Just playing hard. Good sportsmanship, I thought. And Smith has they have that as his 4th. I thought it was his 3rd, but they have that as his 4th now. And so here comes Hayden Clark. Now, Hayden Clark really put in some good minutes the other night. He scored 8 and was a really, really good presence. So obviously you lose Smith there, but, in a certain way, this could be an upgrade. Left wing, this is Roach. The free throw was missed, by the way, by Cook. Missed them both, 35-34. And now here's Ayers, pump fake, works it outside. Here's Slack slashing along that baseline, wraps it around off the window, misses the shot. Rebounds tapped around, taken by Wilson. 35-34, a 1-point lead for St. Pius. Hennessy drives it into the middle. Was he fouled? Did he travel? Travel. 2 out of 3 justices declare. 35-34. Seems like we've been here for a while. 5 minutes to go in the third. D'Amico bouncing his way across the timeline here. Picks the dribble up. 2-handed chest pass, right wing. That's Slack. Here's Roach now. Roach just mishandled it. Hit him right in the hands. McDowell intercepts, heads the other way. Roach picks him off clean. Just picked his pocket. And now it's Ayers spinning a 360 and throws it out in front of Roach. And you can see on Roach's face, he's just so frustrated right now.
I think so. And you can tell both teams, like you said, maybe playing a tad bit sloppy right now and been stuck at this 34-35 area for a little bit now. Both of them need to kind of just get back in their groove.
And just as Luke told us, 35-34, still on the scoreboard. 4:35 remaining in the third quarter. Here's Thornton now. Thornton can stop and go. Out of the right wing, this is McDowell. Plays with such patience. And now down to the left corner to Hennessy. Thornton, 4 out, 1 in. Cook's the only one in the paint. And Hennessy launches a 3-pointer. This one rims off the backside of the iron, but the long rebound taken by St. Pius. Back to the middle, Hennessy. And that one rattles home from 6 feet out. Isaiah has his first score of the game, and it's a 3-point lead now for St. Pius. 37-34. Slack attacks, bouncer underneath. That's to Clark. Great play! Hayden Clark finishes, but once again, Davon Slack we saw in the first half. The triple D, the ability to drive, draw, then dish the ball. And the 2 points by the Tigers. Hennessy looked at a 3, didn't want it. Drives inside. Almost a carbon copy of last time. This time he misses it. Slack's in the open floor now. He's driving it 1-on-3 and lost his dribble. It's taken away by Thornton. And Thornton then fouled in the backcourt. Slack tried to steal it back away. Couldn't do it. So that might not have been Slack. That was D'Amico. And that's his second. So a timeout on the floor. 37-36. Great district title game right here on J98 from West County. And we'll tell you more about it after this 30-second pause on the boot.
The Clearwater School District in Piedmont would like to take this opportunity to wish the best of luck to all the players in the Class 3 District Basketball Tournament. Clearwater School District knows that it takes a lot of time, dedication, and hard work to be a winning team. The Tigers have shown that they have what it takes to succeed, and the Clearwater School District sends the best of luck to all the players in the Class 3 District Basketball Tournament. That's from the Clearwater School District.
Well, the winner of this one will play the winner of Charleston and New Madrid County Central. They play tomorrow night. Last night, Charleston beat Caruthersville 104-60. New Madrid over Donovan 66-30. So those teams on a collision course tomorrow night.
You think that was a fast-paced game?
I think it was. New Madrid County Central playing Twin Rivers for the girls' championship in Class 3 District 1. St. Pius by a point with the basketball. Thornton pitches it down to the left corner. A drive by Tucker along the baseline. He hits McDowell at the free throw line. That's money. Garrett McDowell with 10. 39-36, back to a three-point game. Clearwater has hit 2 threes tonight, both by D'Amico. They could use one. And now here's a slash by Ayers. Off the window, hit the shot! Ayers slashing down along that left side of the lane with his left hand. As he elevated, he switched to his right as he got bumped on the left side. Pounded off the window for 2 and at the line to finish the three-point opportunity.
Yeah, we've seen him make some great plays like that in the first half and picking back right up where he left off and like great hang time again.
Ayers with 15 points. Some players look so smooth, I call them gliders. He's like a glider to me. Just glides along. Ayers misses the free throw, though. He doesn't glide that free throw in. But Seth Cook gets the transition free throw. 15-footer dumped in by him. 41-38, back to a three-point margin. Slack has it on the left wing. Bounces it to the top of the key, and now Ayers once again. Back cut, Roach couldn't find him. And now here's a foul. I think this one's going against Cook as he was holding Clark. Yeah, third one on Cook. 41-38. So I think some derisive cheering by the Clearwater crowd. That's called the sarcastic cheer right there. 41-38. A three-point advantage for St. Pius. Clearwater's not been able to find the equalizer or the go-ahead bucket here in the second half. 2:42 remaining in this third frame. Clearwater led at the end of one, 22-18. But then it was 17-8 in the second quarter by St. Pius, and they took a 5-point halftime lead. Roach lobs underneath. One hands by Clark. That thing got deflected, and Hayden stayed with it, grabbed it, was caught underneath the backboard, and somehow found an angle to toss it in. Terrific play.
Yeah, Clark, the big boy, just a sophomore, playing in place of Smith. It's in foul trouble, doing a nice job.
And there's McDowell, the up and under from 15 feet, and drops the leaner in.
Boy,
Woo!
McDowell's really picked it up here late in this third quarter.
And he's got 12. 43-40 now. Clark working inside. Trying to find some space. Slack has it at the top of the key. Slack keeps the dribble alive, now picks it up. Over to the right wing, D'Amico. Clark trying to eat some space once again. They can't find him. Now D'Amico looks for the drive. He's fouled by Thornton. I like what Tyson Thornton gives this team, though. Great speed, good ball handling. Another kind of bulldog on the defensive end. If he needs to foul a few times, that's fine. 43-40, a three-point advantage for St. Pius. The Lancers 16-9 on the year. Clearwater 23-3. And the three losses by Clearwater by a total of 7 points as Slack is fouled on the 14-foot jump shot. 2 of the losses Clearwater suffered to South Iron. Then they came back and beat them in the BRL championship game. Third foul on Hennessy. Slack to the free throw line. The other loss by the Tigers by 1 point. Ugh. Davon just airmailed the free throw. He wants that one back. See, if he had that one on a string, he'd have pulled that one back.
Yeah, I think so.
He'll try it again. Can make it a 2-point game. That'll go. Davon's got 12. 43-41. A minute 40 remaining in the third. Thornton. What a dribble by Thornton. It was almost a one-handed crossover. Kind of shakes and wiggles, but got fouled on the way through. D'Amico has his third. St. Pius basketball. Lancers lead it by a pair, 43-41. Left corner, there's Javon White once again. And now a pass to the left corner, McDowell. McDowell by one defender, passes to White. Javon throws it up, missed the shot, and Clark hauls in the rebound. But then the outlet pass stolen away by Wilson. Misses the shot, tracks down his own board. Now backs it out to McDowell. McDowell outside of the arc, runs in, floats it up, missed the shot. Clark has another rebound, hands it off to Roach, who still only has 2 points, averages 19.5 on the year. Slack has it on the left wing. Dribbling it to the top of the key. Clark with a reverse pivot shot. Count the buckets, and he's fouled by McDowell. Some nimbleness by the 6'3", 230-pounder.
Oh, I tell you what. Goes left, pivots back to his right, spin move, nice, put up, and the continuation chance for the three-point play. This kid Clark's came in and he's played a little bit here.
That was sweet, and we're tied at 43. Clark to put him on top, can't do it. Missed the free throw, but what a play by that sophomore. Down the length of the floor, Hennessy missed it. There's Clark with the rebound once again. He's starting to dominate the backboards. Slack over to the right wing, Roach, driving along the baseline. Huge contact, huge bucket. Ethan Roach. Mark it up. 45-43. Clearwater on top, and Roach to the free throw line for a three-point try. Roach has missed some open ones. That's one of the hardest looks he's had all night, and he muscled it through.
Sure is. Maybe this is what it's going to take to get him going.
It might be. He's an 85% free throw shooter, and he pumps the free throw in. 46-43. It's Clearwater out front. 48 seconds left. Thornton forced one and got it to go. A 16-footer from the right wing. Tryson Thornton. 46-45. Clearwater by a point. I think Clark's really given this team a lift since he came in for Smith. Out on the right wing, this is Slack. Slack two-handed chest pass up top. This is Roach. 28 seconds left. Roach looks for the drive, pulls up, 15-footer, rims in and out. Clark has the rebound and fouled. Clark is dominating the paint right now.
The last 2 or 3 minutes here, you got to give it to Clark. He is really, he's got some major rebounds, and he's opportunity here to put in at least 8 points since he's came in.
Yeah, he's got 6. I mean, he's changed this game. Third foul on Javon White. Clark missed his only free throw attempt, and he misses this one too. He's a 65% free throw shooter. But he's back to the line here, and a chance to put his team on top by 2. Well, we talked about when he came in, there was a chance that maybe it was going to be an upgrade in the way things were working for Clearwater, and it certainly has been. And Clark hits the free throw this time. He's got 7, and it's a 2-point lead for Clearwater, 47-45. McDowell dribbling it at half court with 15, 14. They like it in his hands as time winds down. Plays to the right wing. This is to Hennessy. Calls for it back. McDowell, the 6'2 senior, averaging 18.5 a game with 5 with 4. Hennessy down to the right corner. Pump fake on the 3. The step back triple now. And buried it! Just snuck the bottom out of it. Isaiah Hennessy has his first triple. He's got 5 for the game. And a 1-point lead for St. Pius. 48-47. 8 minutes of regulation left. And we'll tell you about it after this 1-minute timeout on J98 The Boot.
The all-new 2013 Dodge Dart is the talk of the automotive industry, and we have one of the best selections here at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center. Hi, this is Brad Smith, and right now we have 13 Dodge Darts in stock and 16 on the way. From the base model to the sporty model to the luxury model, all with a mileage rating of 41 miles per gallon. Plus, at Lucas Smith, I have a well-equipped Dart priced at $18,685 out the door, and other remaining models with a $1,750 rebate. Come by and see your next new car today, the all-new Dodge Dart at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center, or check us out at lucassmith.com.
Remember to get connected at Ozark Regional Library, where you can download ebooks to your computer or e-reader in a flash. Find many of your favorite titles for download by visiting the Ozark Regional Library website, ozarkregionallibrary.lib.mo.us, or stop in at your local Ozark Regional Library branch. Call 546-2615 to get started on your ebook adventure. Ozark Regional Library, where you can get connected.
Well, 8 minutes of regulation left. Hennessy just hit the 3 to close the third, and he hits another one to start the fourth. 51-47. Back-to-back triples by Hennessy to close the third, to open the fourth, and a 51-47 lead for St. Pius. A pass down to Clark that time, and the big man can't hold it down. That was a tough one. You throw it to a big man, you need to get it above his ankles.
Yeah, you can't throw it down there at the big guy's feet for sure.
Well, Mac tied at 69 with 4:30 left, so they've got a good one brewing over on KREI as well. Glenn Johnson has the call on our AM side tonight. Hennessy thought about another three. Turns it down, spins, though, into the lane, goes to the left hand, and finishes. Where's Hennessy been? No points in the first half, but now he's got 8 straight and a 6-point lead for St. Pius, 53-47. Clearwater basketball. D'Amico's outside of the arc. Ayers lost it not once but twice, and now the ball's on the deck. Roach trying to pick it up. A fight for it. A timeout. The official is screaming at Aaron Portell. I think the official's out of line here, Luke. The referees granted Clearwater a timeout, and clearly there was no possession by the ball by either team. That thing was squirting free 1, 2, 3 times, and they granted him a timeout. Then the official, as Aaron Portell tried to protest, turned around and just lit into him.
Well, that might be a reaction that has been building up all night.
It could be. I don't know. It could be. You're right.
You don't see a lot of that stuff.
I don't get that, though.
It didn't look like anybody clearly had possession, but I don't envy the job for these officials, though. It's a tough duty calling these basketball games when you got a lot on the line.
And usually thankless.
Yeah.
53-47, a 6-point lead here for St. Pius. Clearwater's got it. Well, Clearwater maybe got a little bit of a nod right here. Let's see if they can do anything with it. Slack has it at the top of the key. Slack played a wonderful first half as he scored 9. He's got 3 since the break. Slack's got it in the right corner right here. Clark working hard, trying to gain position against Cook. And now Slack drives in. Hook shot middle of the lane. Wouldn't fall, but he's fouled on the way. 53-47. A tremendous individual run by Isaiah Hennessy. Kid scored 8 straight, hit a 3 to close the third, hit a 3 to open the fourth, and then a nifty drive right after that.
8 straight in less than a game, a minute of game time, basically. And wow, you're right. Really gave St. Pius that charge whenever Clearwater was rallying there.
Yeah, Clearwater had the momentum. He squelched that. Slack hit the first, missed the second. And 53-48 is at a 5-point lead as Hennessy attacks again. This is the hook this time. Tried to body up against Clark, and you're not going to win that many times. Clark grabs the rebound. Top of the key, Ayers. To the left wing, this is D'Amico. D'Amico looks for a penetrating drive, then steps back as Wilson locked him up. Now to Slack. Slack will slash. Puts it on his left hip and banks it in. A lot of contact there. And Slack with the strength to finish the play. Now a steal. Slack has it again. A bouncer right side. Ayers attacks the glass. Count the shot. And he's fouled. Oh, it's the Slack attack again. First the bucket, then the rip, then the run, then the assist. And Ayers puts it in. 17 for Austin Ayers. And what a back-to-back play by Davon Slack. Clark checks out and gets a huge round of applause by the Clearwater fans, and well earned. That was the third foul on Tucker, and Ayers now has a chance to tie it here. Can't do it. There's Slack, though, with the rebound. He squirms inside. The follow won't go. And a foul on the rebound by Clearwater. I don't even know how Slack got in there.
He did, boy. He's just everywhere the last few seconds, hasn't he been?
Yes. And at one point, yeah. I mean, no portion of momentum is safe in this game.
Sure isn't.
53-52. You know, Clark checked out, but boy, I fully expect to see him back in there in a little while.
I think so. I think he in this big rally for Clearwater.
Well as he played. McDowell down to the right corner. That's Wilson to Cook. And there's Cook, the big man. Clark comes out. They feed the monster inside. And the score from Cook. He's got points to number 9 and 10 now. And 55-52. It's back to a 3-point lead. McDowell rips it off. Runs it up the floor. Driving it 1-on-3. Glides in. Is that a charge or a block? They whistle for the block. They're going to count. Did that bucket go through, Luke? It did. They count the bucket and the blocking foul. So a chance at the 3-point play here for McDowell. He's got 14 with a chance at more. And the lead's climbed to 5 here for St. Pius. Ooh, Mineral Area down 75-74 with a minute left. Southeastern Iowa only had 6 players tonight, and they lead by a point with a minute left.
Wow.
How about that one? McDowell hits the free throw. 80% marksman. He's got 15. And the lead back to 6, 58 to 52. It was just 53 to 52. So 5 quick ones for St. Pius. Slack over to the right wing. That's D'Amico. Holds it high overhead. Puts it down. Looks for a drive. He's stopped. Now Roach fires it into Ayers. Ayers quickly double teamed. Rotates it back out. Open 3 for D'Amico. Missed it off the front of the iron. Slack's right there for the rebound. He's got to have a double-double, Luke. He's tracked down everything tonight. Now Roach drives it in. Bumped off of his stride once and twice. And fouled by McDowell. Now this could be a big one. I think this might be the 4th on McDowell. If I've marked him down right, we'll see. It is. You take McDowell off the floor. He's huge.
That would be huge.
Roach to the free throw line. He has only 5 points tonight. Ethan averages 19.5 on the year. There's point number 6, though. He's made it a 5-point game. And McDowell will come out now in favor of Montana Kempfker. Lewis Bell pumping up his own fans. The problem is they start cheering when Roach is in his free throw stroke, but it didn't matter. He made it anyway. 7 points for Ethan. And we got a 4-point game, 58-54. Full court pressure here. And Slack rips it away. Boy, he's great in the open floor. Perfect guy in a press. Now Ayers has it across the timeline. Drives it to the free throw line as he spins. He's fouled. And this one, I think, is against Tennessee. And that is his 4th.
Yeah, he knew it. He knew it. There's a little bit too much contact there on Ayers. And, boy, I tell you what. Slack has just been you called it. He's good at the steals, the rebounds, the assists. He even contributed some points.
Aaron Portell kind of singled him out as the free throw is missed by Ayers. Austin has missed 6 free throws. But Aaron Portell singled him out. He said, hey, that number 1, that's the number on his jersey. He's a great athlete. Well, you hit it right on the money, Coach. 58-54, 4-point lead for St. Pius. 1 free throw left for Clearwater when we come back in 30 seconds on J98.
The West County School District takes this opportunity to wish the best of luck to all the players in the Class 3 District Basketball Tournament. The West County School District would also like to congratulate the Bulldogs for their sportsmanship on and off the court. It takes a lot of time and dedication and hard work to be a winning team, and you have proven you have what it takes. Best of luck to all the players in the Class 3 District Basketball Tournament from the West County School District.
Austin Ayers, a 62% free throw shooter on the season. 3 for 9 tonight. Now, he's played a great game. He just probably would like to make a few more free throws. Takes a deep breath. Throws this one up there, trying to make it a single possession game, and that one is nothing but nylon. Ayers has 18. Full court pressure now. And Garrett McDowell still on the bench with those 4 personal fouls. Hennessy is on the floor of the 4 personals. Transition 3 by Tucker. Missed it. Ayers grabs the rebound. 4.5 minutes to go in regulation. 58-55. St. Pius leads it by 3. Ayers a bouncer. That's to Smith. Smith at the left elbow. Gets out of some traffic. Now finds D'Amico on the right wing. Flips it to the left side. Roach, a covered up 3. Yes, sir! We're tied at 58. And Roach has his first 3-pointer of the night. He's got 10 points. And we've got a brand new ball game with 4 minutes left. A timeout by Aaron Portell and the St. Pius Lancers. This is what a championship game is. 58-58. 4 minutes left in regulation. We're back in a minute on the boot.
M&G Gas Company in Fredericktown, Glen Allen, and Silva is available for all your propane needs, whether it's for your home, business, or agricultural needs. M&G Gas Company has been your local gas company since 1961 and has proudly served Bollinger, Madison, and surrounding counties for nearly 4 decades with hometown personal service for all your propane needs. For service or information, give your friends at M&G Gas Company a call, 238-2264. That's 238-2264.
Excelsior Granite in Ironton serves your monument needs. That's right, our ancestors even used quality Excelsior Granite over 80 years ago. That longevity speaks for itself. Choose from all sizes of monuments with custom etching and colors to memorialize your loved one. Colors available are red, gray, and black in all shapes and custom designs, including decorative vases for accenting. They offer etching sandblasting on metal products as well. All work is guaranteed and the monuments are set by Excelsior Granite, located east of Elephant Rocks on Highway 21.
Well, Ethan Roach just hit his first 3 of the night. And now Garrett McDowell is back on the floor, Luke. And that's got to be the right call. It's a 1-3-1 zone. No, it's not. Looks like a matchup zone right here. Heck, they might be running a junk with a triangle. I'm really not sure. I'm going to have to diagnose this. Now there's a free throw line jumper by Cook. Ayers rises above for the rebound. And Clearwater can take the lead here. Ayers shifts into second, goes by his man, punched it off the window for 2, but a blocking foul called on the floor before the shot. Now Ayers will be at the free throw line. I don't know what kind of a defense that was there.
Right, he really wasn't. Yeah, we kind of hard time figuring that one out. And St. Pius, they've really kind of led most of this happen. Every time Clearwater gets close, it seems like St. Pius just can pull away a little bit. But like you said, their top player right now, Garrison's in foul trouble, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
Ayers just airmailed, though, the free throw. Now he does hit the second one and breaks the tie. 59-58 Clearwater. 3.5 minutes remaining. Clearwater leads, I think, for the first time in the second half. Nope, they led 46-43. I beg your pardon. Now to the left corner. Wilson for 3. Misses this one. Little hold. Somebody got away with that one. And now McDowell slashes in for the right side. Plays it off the window. Missed the shot. Roach has the rebound. 59-58. Roach up the floor. This is Slack. Slack with his back to the basket. Spins it back out to Smith. Smith to Roach. A three-pointer in the air. Rims around. Wouldn't go. Ayers rebound. Stick back not there. And the rebound taken down by Tucker for St. Pius. Now he floats it up the floor. Roach slaps it away. Some dangerous passing out here by both squads. But the Tigers have been so good at intercepting the ball in the open floor. Roach diving for that one and slapped it over to a teammate. Now Slack has it. 2:40. Retreats back out to half court. See if he can break down his defender. They're going to try to spread him out a little bit. Man-to-man pressure by Pius here. 2.5 remaining. Slack through his legs. Crossover move. Gets to the left hand. Bounces to the left corner. Smith. Smith to Ayers, head of the circle. Ayers now looks for the drive. He stops, surrounded by defenders. Back out front to D'Amico. D'Amico looking for a little help. He looks for a drive and fouled by Thornton. So D'Amico going to the free throw line. Matt has hit 2 threes tonight, but he's not yet taken a free throw. He can make it a 3-point game if he sinks them. He misses the first.
Yeah, Clearwater's in the double bonus right now. They're going to get their opportunities with these free throws, but that's one point of their game they've struggled at a little bit tonight.
They have. I'll try to quantify it here coming up. I'll count them up. D'Amico's second one. He's got that one. Well, they all help, I guess. So 60-58. Clearwater by 2. 2:18 remaining in the fourth. Back in a minute on the boots.
The Medical Center Pharmacy in Piedmont has been family-owned and operated for 3 decades. The Medical Center Pharmacy offers delivery in the area, prompt and free of cost. When you need a pharmacy that cares how you are treated and knows your individual needs are number one, you need Medical Center Pharmacy, where they're big enough to serve your needs and small enough to still call you by name. That's Medical Center Pharmacy in Piedmont, serving all your pharmaceutical needs.
Harold's Market in Imperial offers old-fashioned full butcher service with fresh-cut meats and a complete line of groceries and produce. Try Harold's fresh USDA choice-cut sirloin steaks. You'll find center-cut boneless chuck roasts, pork chops, and quarter-loin pork roasts. You'll find only the freshest poultry and hand-cut luncheon meats, cheeses, salads, and more. Harold's Market, Main Street next to the railroad tracks in Imperial, the best place to buy fresh meat.
Hey, this is a fun one here in West County. 60-50, Clearwater by 2 over St. Pius. 2:18 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Tigers, Luke, are 13 for 25 from the line, but St. Pius is only 2 of 7. So even though Clearwater might like a little better percentage. They still made almost twice as many free throws as the Lancers have even attempted. And now here's a drive by McDowell. Left baseline. Didn't have an angle, couldn't hit it. Ayers grabs it off the backboard. 2 minutes to go. 60-58. Huge defensive possession here for St. Pius. Back out front, this is Slack. Slack jets down the right side of the lane, puts the brakes on. Spin it over to the left corner to D'Amico. D'Amico back out to the left wing. This is Ayers. 1:45 and counting down to the fourth. Ayers looks for the drive. Ball on the deck. Stolen away by Hennessy. It's a 3-on-3. Hennessy flips it up and missed it. Slack has the rebound, and he's fouled. Now, I'm not taking rebounds tonight, Luke, and I'm estimating here, but Slack's got to have 13 rebounds tonight, and he's got to have 6 steals.
He just seems like he's been one of the couple players, especially on this Clearwater team, that's just been in position to make plays all night long.
4th foul on Tucker. So 3 starters for St. Pius with 4 personal fouls apiece. But just a minute 39 remaining in the 4th quarter. A Slack hits the free throw. And the big one coming up because he can make it a 2-possession game. 61-58. Clearwater leads St. Pius. 1:39 remaining in the 4th. And a timeout on the floor. We'll tell you more in a minute right here on J98.
At First Midwest Bank of the Ozarks, you'll find all the products and services available at larger banks, but with the benefit of local decisions that only an independent community bank can offer. First Midwest Bank of the Ozarks offers the best in loans, savings, and checking accounts, IRAs, night deposit, drive-up windows, and much more. With locations in Piedmont, Van Buren, Greenville, and Williamsville, First Midwest Bank of the Ozarks lobby is open 8:30 to 3 Monday through Thursday, Friday 8:30 to 6, and 8:30 to noon on Saturday. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Can you hand me that wrench?
Oh, this reminds me of our old car insurance. We thought doing everything ourselves, finding a rate, figuring out our policy. We had to be saving a bunch, but we weren't.
Uh-huh.
Do it yourself isn't always smart. Right, honey?
Ooh.
Saving money's a given. Switch to American Family to have an agent who'll do all the hard, confusing stuff for you.
See Kim Clay in Piedmont or call 223-4177. That's 223-4177.
Davon Slack to the free throw line, and he pokes through the free throw. 17 for Slack, 62-58. Clearwater leads. A minute and a half remaining in regulation. This is Isaiah Hennessy at the point to the right wing. McDowell's outside of the arc. Finds Wilson, the three-point artist, at the top of the key. Cook trying to post up right now. Pop it back out to the top. This is Tucker. Tucker slashing in. Stolen away by Ayers. Ayers is on the run. He's got a 2-on-3. He's going to attack. Off the window, wouldn't go. Rebound back down to St. Pius. McDowell's on the run now. Garrett shifts down to that left baseline. Jumper missed. Ayers flies in for the rebound. Roach out in front of him. Ayers over to Roach. Right side layup. The foul came on the floor before he could get it off. And Roach going to the free throw line as Hennessy fouls out of this game, having scored 10 points tonight. How high has Ayers gotten as he's followed back in transition? He's just jumping over people for rebounds tonight.
Skying down the court, gliding.
I'd like to see him in the open floor with no one around. I bet he can throw one down. That Slack kid too. So Roach goes to the free throw line. 62-58. Clearwater leads by 4. Now Roach is below his scoring average of 19.5 a game. He's got 10, but at the line tonight, he's 3 for 3. He's an 85% free throw shooter. I can guarantee you that Lewis Bell would not like anyone else at the free throw line in this spot. As Roach strokes it, and he's got 11. He's made it a 5-point contest. The Tigers lead at 63-58. Clearwater has been to the state brackets only twice in school history. The last time, 11 years ago, Roach misses the second one. At 76, Clearwater the state runner-up. 55 seconds left, 63-58, a 5-point game. Here's McDowell on the right wing. It's McDowell driving it, floating, fires, missed it. He's fouled, though. You've got to think that it's got to wind up in McDowell's hands every possession now. He's got to probably either spot up or take it in, and then you've got to have Wilson spotting up somewhere for a 3.
Yeah, Wilson was so hot there in that first quarter, and he just really been kind of quiet ever since. And You got to know, though, he's one of your go-to guys if you're going to need a three-pointer late in this game.
McDowell hits the free throw. He's got 16. Back to the stripe, 80% shooter. Missed it. Ayers grabs a hold of the rebound. 63-59, 44 seconds left. Ayers to Roach. If you're Clearwater, you want the ball in Roach's hands. Ayers going to drive it underneath Slack. Got it to go! How about that in a time where maybe you run some clock? It's Clearwater hitting a layup on a great pass from Ayers underneath to Slack. 65-59. 6-point lead for Clearwater. And we're back after this 30-second pause on J98.
When you're a hunter, you know how important it is to find what you're looking for in ammo and accessories before you enter the woods. Rick's Pawn in Piedmont carries just what you need without making all those unnecessary stops. They carry a large selection of hard-to-find ammo. You'll also find an awesome selection of guns, archery items, and bows, including the 2013 Bear Archery Bow. That's Rick's Pawn, Main Street in Piedmont, a proud supporter of the Wayne County Sportsman Association. That's Rick's Pawn in Piedmont.
65-59, Clearwater trailed for a large portion of this ball game, but they've stepped it up in the second half. Ethan Roach with only 2 points at halftime. He's got 9 here in the second half. He's been part of it. Davon Slack has played a great game throughout. Austin Ayers, they've done a great job of rebounding it. I thought one of the major shifts that we saw in this game, Luke, was when Dominic Smith picked up his 4th foul. It forced Hayden Clark onto the floor, and I thought he helped kind of change this thing tonight.
He was a force out there, picking up rebounds and got some big buckets for him.
Here's McDowell curling from the right wing over to the left. Drives it in, ducks under a defender, shoots it up. He's fouled. Doesn't it seem like any time he wants to, he can get to the free throw line?
He's definitely got the ability to make some things happen and draw the foul.
Second foul on Ethan Roach. McDowell to the stripe. Pops the first one through. Mineral Area loses tonight by a deuce, 79-77. Watkins missed a game winner at the buzzer. 65-60 in our game right here, 22 seconds left. Clearwater leads by 5, and McDowell misses the second free throw. Smith is quickly fouled. Javon White wrapped him up. 4th one on White. 5-point game. And D'Amico goes to the stripe here. He'll have 2 foul shots upcoming. Last time these Tigers went to the state playoffs, none of the players on the team were even 10 years old. We've seen more air balls on free throws tonight than I've seen all season. Smith just airballed one.
Sent it into the stage over there behind the basket.
But we've usually seen the players make the second one after they do that. Let's see what happens here. Oh, missed that one too. Cook dives in for the rebound. Not quite over yet. 15 seconds left. McDowell up the floor. He's got to pull up and take a 3. He does so. Got it! Oh, he got it! 11 seconds left. McDowell just pulls up and strokes it from 22. We got a 2-point game, Luke.
Boy, that was no hesitation there for McDowell, like you said, and even leaning forward a little bit, didn't really have his feet set underneath him, and boy, hit the bottom of the net on that one.
20 points for McDowell. With this guy out there, Clearwater better make a free throw or 2 coming up here. First of all, he can't turn it over. 65-63. We're coming down to the end. 11 seconds remaining in our ball game. The girls' championship went to Saxony Lutheran, and the number 1 ranked team in the state looked like it. It was a 76-41 victory for Saxony over Clearwater, but this boys' game, this has been tight the whole way.
Oh, it sure has been a lot of fun.
Gary McDowell just glided down the floor, pulled up from 22, and just bombed it through. So 65-63, Clearwater leads by 2 points with the basketball. Smith can run the baseline. This inbound will come after a made bucket. Finds Roach. That's the guy that you want with the basketball. 65-63. The first free throw is big. The second free throw, though, is huge. 1 bucket by Roach here will put his team on top by 3. The second one will make it a 4-point, 2-possession game. So Roach to the line. 4 for 5 on the evening from the stripe. Here's the first, and it is absolutely perfect. 66-63. They've got 10.3 seconds on the clock. Ethan Roach to the line for the second of 2 foul shots. This one's to make it a 4-point game. Roach readies, steadies, fires, missed it. Davon Slack has the rebound. He shoots it and scores it. I don't know why he shot it, but he made it, and he's got 21. 4 seconds left. Wilson the other way. He's got a layup on the left side. Roach just holds on to it, and the clock expires. Clearwater, district champions, 68-63 in a thrilling game out West County.